Hi, this is Laurie Owen. It's hot today in Washington State, and so I've migrated to the coolest room in the house, which also happens to be the darkest. And so that's reflected in the quality of this visual part of this video. I wanted to do a quick video about what I've learned from Diane Hochman over the last couple of weeks in the Attraction Marketing Intensive. Last week, Diane talked about speaking into someone's DNA, and I've really been thinking about that a lot. And I believe that at least part of what she's talking about is the dynamic between the relaxation response and the fight or flight response, or in more technical terms, the sympathetic nervous system, which has to do with fight or flight, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which has to do with relaxation. Now, when we talk about the sympathetic nervous system, we usually talk about fight or flight, and we're usually talking about it from the perspective of a victim. But you can also talk about it from the perspective of a hunter. Now, when Diane talks about her motivation for marketing, she talks about her children. She talks about her babies and how she wanted to be home with her babies and how that aspect of survival was extremely important to her. I believe that is really closely aligned with our genetic heritage and the amygdala, which is this part of the brain back here where we get our survival instincts. So there's the survival of the person or the animal, the person who's being hunted, and there's the instinct of the survival of the person who is going out and making a living for their family. So when Diane talks about talking into someone's DNA, I think she's really talking about getting down to the very base level survival instincts that we all have. Now, after you get your prey and take it home to your family, or if you're the victim, after you've either escaped or been the food, there is another part of the cycle, which is the relaxation response. So when Diane talks about hope, and when I think of safety, that there is, once a sale has been made, there is a sense of excitement, of anticipation, of relaxation that happens. So we're really talking about some very, very basic instincts here, and I'm just finding it absolutely fascinating to think about my role in the world and what I can offer in terms of those instincts that we all have. And I'm excited by what I'm learning and looking forward to more. So that's one of the things that I'm learning from Diane Hochman, and it's unexpected. I didn't think I'd be challenged at this really deep level of, what are we really doing when we offer to help someone? Are we addressing them at that place where they are in deep survival mode? Or are we addressing them in that place where they're so longing for fulfillment, for satisfaction, for relaxation? And it seems to me from what I've learned so far in listening to Diane is that we're really addressing that whole cycle, and it's quite fascinating and quite exciting. That's it for today.